Hi everyone, this is Tony from Psych Studios, and continuing in the series of chess sites that I play on, this is Chesscube. I did a video previously of World Chess Live, and I kind of wanted to show you around a little bit, maybe play a game, see what happens. Now, I've been playing on this site for quite a while. I've got a general rating of 2011 and a tournament rating of 18-17. Simply because I just don't play in tournaments very much on this site, because most all the tournaments, if you take a look, are very fast. 2 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 2 minute, 2 minute. I'm just not that fast with moving the pieces, and I have mouse slips, and it's just anything under 5 minutes I just don't do. Just my personal preference. But we can take a look at my profile. This is me. I'm a VIP member. That's just a cute picture I did of Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory as Superman, Jim Parsons. As you can see, level 58, 2011 is my current rating. And so yeah, let's jump in and take a look around. Actually, I hang out in King's Crusher Cafe. A lot of people I talk to and hang out with. Chess Network, really great player. He's Jerry. He's a national master. Love to watch him play. That's me, Horcrux at the top, 2011 there. I've got this funny little crown, and I'm in yellow because I'm a premium member. And I also hang out in Walker Cafe. Now, Walker's not in here, but you've probably seen his videos on YouTube, Walker Matt. That's there, and it looks like he's posted a video too. So let's jump in and see if we can't get a game at a higher level. I don't really play 960. I try to stay on the serious side of chess. I like 10-15 minute type games. Let's see what we can come up with here. Try to find one with kind of a higher. There's a 15 minute 2036. Let's see if we can't get a game going there. Alright, let's see here. Alright, so he's going to start off with E4, so I'm going to play the Sicilian. Oh, okay. So the Smith-Morra version. I'm always glad to take when it comes to the Smith-Morra. I prefer to take, actually, and I will always, it's just my thing. I wonder if he'll go ahead and develop the... No, he's going to take. Okay. Alright, and from here, I think it's perfectly fine to take. You just have to know what you're doing and play carefully afterwards. So I'm up a pawn here. You just got to be careful, play steady. And I'm hoping this game won't last a full 15 minutes, because I really don't want to bore you guys to death, but I want to give you a range. We did a blitz game last time. This is what's considered standard, 15 minutes. Okay, he's moving his queen out to E. I don't get that, E2. But again, whatever he feel like doing. So I'm going to go ahead, and I know this seems weird, but I'm going to challenge his light squared bishop, because now I'm attacking it twice, and even if he takes, I'm going to take back with my f-pawn, and that is really going to help me fortify the center later. So if he doesn't do something about it, I'm going to win it for free. Seems like he's going into a long think on this one. Wow, I don't really know why he's so stumped. It's a pretty easy decision. You can back it up to D3. You can go even to B3. I would recommend backing it up to D3, but then it's all about you know, who can get their development out first, because in the Smith-Morra especially, it's all about, hey, okay, I'm white, I'm giving up these pawns to get fast development, and if you can't capitalize on it, see, he's going to waste with a check here, which I'm just going to block with the knight and get some development. Now, if he takes, then what was the point of all that? It just seems kind of silly. But, you know, everyone plays their own. I mean, he's about my same rating. He's actually rated a little higher than me. So, you know, it should be a pretty interesting game. I'm a very tactical player. I don't rely too much on position, which is probably one of my greatest weaknesses. Okay, he's coming in. He's trying to threaten my queen. So I could check, but he's just going to develop his bishop, so that's not going to help me any. So let's go ahead and back it back down here. We'll put it back for now. And again, he's using a whole lot of time. I'm really not sure what he's trying to accomplish here. I'm just going to kick away his bishop or make him take my knight either way. You know, I'm not sure what he's going to do, but I'm going to go ahead and, in case he does take, I'm going to go ahead and pre-move that. So he didn't take, which that's fine. I'm just going to keep kicking him away, and I'm assuming he'll probably go to somewhere like B3 to help keep pressure and defend that knight. But it's hard to say. I'm not sure what he's thinking. He's playing very sporadically and very odd. Usually with the Smith-Morra gambit, I mean, you're playing. You know, you're trying to get your pieces out as quickly as possible, you know, for an attack, but this just seems kind of slow. But, you know, we'll move on and see what happens. And he's using a whole lot of time, which I don't quite understand. I'm not a fast player myself, very honestly, but see, now when he moves his bishop away, I'm going to be hitting his queen. I can bring my knight up to D4 if I feel like it. You know, I can put some pressure on his queen. He's got to be real careful here. Now that I'm no longer pinned, my knight can move freely. So, boy, he is really running down the clock here. I'd assumed this would go a lot faster, but there won't need to be any analysis afterwards because I've got enough time to do it as we go through. And by no means I'm no master or anything. I just do this for fun. I love the game. I love to play. It's kind of like golf. If any of you guys ever played golf, you know, you may slice it or hook it 100 times, but you hit that one perfect shot down the fairway and it makes you want to hit it 100 more times. You know, it's the same thing with chess. You gradually get better. I'm self-taught. I've never had any real professional teachings. I do go to the Nashville Chess Center. It's in Nashville, Tennessee here, and they do have a FIDE master there. And yeah, so see, so he moved his bishop, so I'm just going to, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and hit the queen and hit the bishop at the same time. He's obviously got to move the queen. I imagine he'll probably come out to D3. I'm not sure what he's thinking at the moment. I mean, his dark squared bishop's not doing anything. He's obviously not going to castle queenside. Yeah, there we go. So okay, so he came out to D3, which is pretty much what I expected. But I'm just going to go ahead and lop off that bishop because it's kind of annoying to me, and the whole thing about getting the getting the pieces out early, he's failing at this, and now I've got a pin on his queen. And since he's used so much time, I can use some time to explain. I've got a pin on his queen. He can't move his knight because his queen's threatened, so I'm just going to bring out my knight and attack his. So, and I'm also hitting the pawn on e4. And, I mean, you know, neither of us are castled. And yes, he does have, you know, a more open position, but I think I've got the space advantage. He, you know, he still got his knight back there not doing anything. And so, okay. Alright, so useless move. The queen comes right back here where it started. So let's go ahead and get some movement going here. I need to castle. So we're going to g6. So I can fianchetto that bishop. Yeah, and we're going to get castled here soon. And he's activating his rook, which is okay, but I think that's going to get him in trouble. There's some tactics here now. When he takes back, I'm going to threaten the queen with my bishop. This pawn's hanging here, so he's got to be careful and watch. There, you know, there's some tactics here. You gotta be clear and be careful and watch out for. You know, so I'm getting my pieces out with tempo, ready to castle, and he's running around. So, you know, I might not have the best position in the world, but I do feel it's better than his at the moment. Now he's going to have to tuck his queen around and get it to somewhere, you know, out of the way of my two bishops. I've got the bishop pair, which can be very deadly. And here he goes. He's running off over here to a3, which is fine. I'm just going to castle. Normal. So I'm castled. All my pieces are developed. The only thing I need to do now is move my queen to connect to my rooks on the back row. And he is inviting me to move my queen. But I think I got a little surprise for him there that he wasn't ready for. So I'm going to go ahead and take here. Now, I'm skewering his rook and his queen. So if queen takes, then my queen takes his bishop with check. And if he takes, I take. And I'm still threatening his rook, and I'm threatening his bishop with my rook. So that was a tactical, like I said, there was some real tactical problems you got to watch out for. And I'm heavy on the tactics. I love the tactics. So let's see what he does. Honestly, his best shot is just he's going to go ahead. It looks like he's going to go ahead and give that up, but that doesn't work either because he missed another important tactic because queen takes bishop. And I have a little surprise for him. I'm going to go ahead and take here. He's in trouble. He doesn't realize that was. I'm going to go ahead and so I've sacked my queen for 2 pieces, but I've got a nice position, so he can go ahead and castle. That's fine. I'm ultimately going to come out of this on top. I love opportunities where I can sack my queen because generally no one expects that. So he's bringing his knight out. He's going to put some pressure, try to on my bishop, and that's perfectly okay. I'm just going to ignore it, bring my rook out. I'm going to let him take if he wants. Okay, so he's trying to hem in my rook there and keep it disconnected, which is completely fine. Also, and he's hitting my pawn, so I'll just bring that back there, protect the pawn, hang out. He's very low on time, so I just don't see him. You know, I've got the pawn advantage. I got the pass pawn over here on the AB file, and they're connected, so you know, I don't see a whole lot he can do to break through here. Alright, so he's coming in with his queen, and that's okay. He's attacking again, so I'll defend again. And this doesn't... I guess he's trying to just deflect, I suppose, but that's okay. I'm going to force him to... I'm going to make him push me around and weaken that king position if he wants that, and then I can still just back up to f6 if he does push g3. So I'm all about trying to make him weaken that position if he can. So okay, so that's a little odd. That's alright. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just go after this vulnerable pawn on the A2, and I'm also lining up on the second rank back there that puts me in position for lots of dirty tricks if he's not careful. That bishop pair, like I said, can be very strong, so you really got to watch out for it. And also, it's something to point out is his knight can't really move unless he is just willing to sacrifice it for the pawn on e7, because my rook is pinning his queen. You know, it's knight's pinned to the queen, so I mean he could sacrifice, but I get the knight for free, and then his queen is under attack, so I just can't see that as being good. Alright, so he's coming after the bishop. So that's okay, because that bishop's not doing really anything super important now. And now there's some threats coming up. He's got to be really careful. I am hitting this pawn here, and if I can get a double attack on this, he may try to cut me off here, which I'm almost kind of expecting with g5, but that's okay if he does. He's going to be in some trouble if he does, because there's threat coming up of rook to g2 check, and you know, you get the windmill going, and there he goes with that, just as I thought. And so we're just going to continue with like I said, this is gonna end not well for him, because now I'm going to get the pawn. This is what we call the windmill with check. Alright, now he comes back, and I'm going to check him again. And it's the windmill effect. And this time I'm going to pick off this pawn. Check. Goodness me, I think that's mate. It's getting close. Not quite there, but definitely getting close. So let's see. Check. He's forced there. I'm gonna check him, and now I get this guy, and he's coming out. So I'm gonna go ahead and check here. It's getting really hairy for him. Let's see. Yeah. Check. This is a dirty trick, but check. This is where I'm going to win the queen. He has no choice. He has to take. And when he does, I'm going to pick off the queen, so he can either resign, and that's the end of the game. So tell him good game. He's left, so obviously I won't get a rematch out of that. But that was a really good game. It shows, how you have to play steady. You can battle the Smith-Morra gambit. You can play steadily. You can do it. Don't freak out when you come up against it. It is perfectly fine to take the material if you properly know how to, develop your pieces and keep things under control. So that was a game at a higher level that I wanted to show you. Generally, I like the longer games, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, because I'm a slow player, tournament player. I'll play 5-minute blitz for fun, but I'm not that great at it. I need a little more time to think. My brain just isn't what it used to be. So he went ahead and resigned. It was a great game. Looks like TR123 UST, I'm sure that's some kind of elite speak name. I have no idea what that is. But I hope you enjoyed this, and if you ever want a game, you see my profile, Horcrux with a 0. Please come, jump into one of the rooms that I hang out in, and you can't private message me unless you're my friend on this here. That's just the way it is. But if you jump into either Pie Walker Cafe, Chess Network Cafe, or King's Crusher Cafe, I'm usually in there. If I'm not, just send me a message on chess.com, or even leave me a message on World Chess Live. So this is Tony from Sac Studios, and I hope you enjoyed this game. So thanks for watching, and take care.